Everyday superpower where we learn body language, relationships, game, everything in between. Alright, I've got a very important one for you today. For the people who want to live their life understanding whether they're being lied to. Yes, 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 that's you. I know it is. And this is one that once you learn, you will never forget. Right? How do I know she's lying to me? How do I know he's lying to me? How do I know she really meant that? And so on and so forth. Well, you can learn when you understand the nonverbal cues that manifest and scream from an individual's body. Not body, a body. I got vodka on the mind, people. Come on, it's the weekend. Let's get lively. I'm going to show you one vital body language cue, right? Let me make myself smaller as we do. Bada bing, bada bum. Ooh, let me not lead into that too fast, but you did see that. I'm going to set the scene, yeah? You are speaking to a woman you find attractive, and you ask her, because she told you last week, you asked her last week, what are you doing this weekend? And she goes, oh, I'm just seeing a few friends. All right. Now it's a new week. The weekend has passed. You go up to her and you ask her, oh, how was your time with your friends? And she goes, yeah, it was really good. It was really good. But as she says that, her head turns side to side. This is actually quite complicated to do when we're trying to put it on. If I say, yes, I do like that, I find it awkward to shake my head no, whereas I verbally affirm something, let alone if it's actually true and I'm trying to say no with my body. It's tough. It's tough. The body tells the truth. The verbal doesn't, right? When people speak, that is but mere magic conjured by the human thinking brain, yeah? What do you do with words? You spell out words. It's literally magic. You can pull the wool over people's eyes, deceive them, and, you know, create all sorts of non-congruent nonsense through your mouth. But your body will never lie. Your body will always tell the truth, for the most part. 99% of people know enough all about body language. The 1% of people who know stuff about body language aren't clocking onto their body language from A to B 100% of the time. Genuinely, generally speaking, the body speaks the truth. So she says, yeah, it was fine. Her head says no. So now you need to question, did it actually happen? Did she just pull the wool over my eyes to get away from having a weekend with me, or having me find a way in to asking if she wanted to do something at the weekend? Or did she actually meet her friends and have a bad time? And so when she says yes and her body says no, is that, you know, a symbol of the reality of her time with her friends? Was it a negative time? This is called non-congruence. And in body language, when we have a mixed message put before us, as the spoken word says one thing, and the body says another thing, we have to believe the body. So if I tell you, right, I'm a multi-billionaire, what do you think the answer is? I want you to pay attention to me, because you will see this now in your day-to-day life. I am a multi-billionaire. Am I telling the truth to you or not? The truth is I'm not, okay? My body is telling you I'm not, right? Now, am I a man? I am a man, right? There's congruence there. You believe it. If anything, when the body language aligns with the verbal communication, it re-emphasizes the point that's to be made. It really ensures there is honesty behind that message. So this is quite problematic, because you will go through life and people will go out of their way to try to butter you up and say, oh, I really like your haircut. And as they say it, their head will go side to side in disbelief. I don't really like your haircut. You will go to people and say, oh, did you like that piece of work I did? Did you like that piece of art I made? And they'll say, yeah, it was great, it was great. And you now have to understand you have this sixth sense of perceiving the reality of what people think, and in doing so, it might actually be quite harmful to your ego. I speak from experience. Where does this stem from? So, when we're little babies, right? Whether we do this or not, initially it's down to the biological need of the teat of the mother for milk, for food. Maybe we were bottle trained, but one thing is for sure, prior to us being able to speak, prior to us being able to do much at all, we were able to turn our head to say, no, I've had enough. And this is where this behaviour stems from. We are but the children we once were. We've just aged a little bit, right? So this no behaviour stems from the child saying no, non-verbally, pre-verbally, right? So if you want the roots of such, that is where it derives. On the flip side, you have the nodding of the head, right? So essentially, I'm just going to highlight the head shake, the no, but we'll briefly talk on the duality of such. We've got the nodding of the head. So if somebody says, I don't know, you ask someone, did you see where my money went? And they say, no, I didn't. And they nod their head at you. It's almost as if their body's trying to tell you a secret message and say, yeah. Because whilst we were pre-verbal and walking on all fours and having to communicate before being able to conjure this magical language of word, right? We had to engage with each other and tell each other the truth as part of a survival mechanism of our species. And there was no space or conscious means of deceiving our fellow people, as it was a purely biological survival mechanism that still resides in us. But we've just taken this building block of human experience, banged that on top, and just been like, there you go, you can now lie to people. It's not done us much good, the conscious mind, right? So pay attention. If you ask her a question and the movement of the head, which you'll never forget now, you'll always pay attention to this. I assume if you go out there and engage with 3 or 4 or 5 different people in the space of an hour, you will see this. You will see this behavior at least once from one person, if not 2 people. And you have to understand, sometimes people do tell little white lies in order to just sort of keep you happy. That's when I was on about the whole art thing. Oh, do you like my work? Do you like what I created? And somebody says yes, but their body says no. It's just to ensure, they don't hammer you with the mallet of honesty, But unfortunately, you've opened Pandora's box and learned how to read people through their bodily behaviors, and now you're going to be able to see this. Don't take it to heart in these situations like it's, them lying to you barefaced. They're just trying to ensure there's societal lubrication, because otherwise everybody will go around being mean to people, telling them what they really think. And unfortunately, society just doesn't work like that. I say unfortunately because I wish we lived in a world of honesty, but here we are, And that's some game. The head shake, pay attention to it, tells the truth. I'm signing out. Peace.